Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So, I just wanted to make a quick video at the whole scenario of what Megalodon is doing these days with her selling food and wine ostensibly without any kind of license or not releasing any ingredients. Normally, if you sell something, you have to show the ingredients on the label, but no labels on Megan's food. FDA doesn't care. Go ahead. Just put whatever you want in the jar and ship it out. Yeah. And it looks, and then on the same token, so she's got her company, as she wants to call it, which is only an Instagram page. At the same time, she's posting stories. I mean, look at this image. That is from her Instagram. It looks like there's blood all over and it's dripping down. I mean, that the imagery here is just it's worse than amateur. I mean, everything is blurry except the flower. The white little white flower is in focus, and maybe some of the strawberry, but the jar is even blurry. It's like, what are you selling the white flower here, or are you selling jam? That looks disgusting there in that picture. It's a mockery. I think she's mocking, um, people like Gwyneth Paltrow and Martha Stewart, and doing this satanic mockery of the American trad wife type of thing. I mean, look, she's wearing an evening gown here. I guess everything's brown and blah and muted, and this is supposed to be for the holidays, for Christmas, right? Her holiday collection, right? Look at the colors. I mean, could it be any more unappealing? Everyone knows if you sell. I mean, I don't work in food and beverage and marketing, but even I know that if you're going to sell food or something, it should be colorful and fresh and bright and cheerful, right? If it's holidays, I mean, it looks like she's in a funeral home, and that's the most unappetizing looking meal I've ever seen. It looks disgusting like everything else, and it's intentional. I think it's just all intentional. She puts a lot of effort to being gross and satanic with everything she does. And then the stunt on Thanksgiving, which may or may not have happened recently, like I said, others have pointed out they think this was probably done months ago, as there's no holiday decorations or whatever of any sort in these pictures. And her and Harry were wearing Archwell hats and other things, and she's supposed to be um, preparing food for homeless, and yet she's got the long hair extensions down. She's wearing jewelry. She's not wearing gloves in certain cases. She's got the bare shoulders, and according to the laws and regulations, I think this information originally posted from the Sidley twins, and the Meghan Markles reposted it. And just, real quick, California law, anyone preparing or serving food is supposed to wear a hat or a net. You're supposed to wear clean clothing that covers the underarms, no sleeveless tops. Armpits must be covered, and no rings or stones and no bracelets. And Megan's doing all these things. She's got the armpits out, the hair dangling down. And this is a woman who's promoting herself as someone who is selling food items. And this is how she works in the kitchen. Do you want to buy food from this woman who doesn't dress appropriately? And of course, she's with Gavin Newsom. They're both globalists. And so, I mean, it's just a huge satanic mockery, the whole thing, from beginning to end. We all know Archwell's a joke. It's just a cover to launder tax money from USAID or wherever she's getting it from nowadays. And also, I was thinking, do you remember, on a related note, the whole idea, since we know this is completely satanic and a mockery and just a joke. I mean, even look at this. This is the latest image that she's posted. My first thought is funeral home. This is supposed to be a festive holiday. Uh, does that look festive and holiday? It looks goth. It looks, vampiric, satanic. But that's her holiday look with a brown bow. And even more creepy, on top of the jars this time, she added a little bookmark thing with the Asever logo on it. Just plop there on top, just put a black bookmark thing. So yeah, so you can eat some honey written with Megan's handwriting, and no idea where it's made or what's in it. And she gives you a bookmark as well. And on the top of the bookmark, in her hideous handwriting again, she is totally, she just loves being irritating people with her ugly handwriting. It says fell asleep here. It took me a while to figure this out, but I finally figured out what it says is fell asleep here. I believe that's what it says. Very blurry, but that's the best translation I can get from that. If you think of something else, let me know. But it looks like it says fell asleep here. It's the number of letters adds together, even though it's her sloppy handwriting. And I'm thinking, whoa, she's putting a bookmark on something that looks like an urn or a funeral home. And it says fell asleep here. And of course, sleep symbolically is the same as death. And I found it interesting that TRG commented. Thank you for commenting. I appreciate it. The last video I did about the poisonings, these Satanists, these globalist Satanists, they're all about poisoning us, right? If it's the sky, it's the water, it's the air, it's the food, everything's poisoning the people. And she said, well, but she mentioned like people shouldn't be eating this stuff that Megan's putting out with all this poisoning going on from the mainstream media against any adversaries of the globalists. And here we are with Meghan just pushing out some product. She doesn't claim it's healthy. She admits it's not, can't be called jam. Who knows what's in that, And she actually has a bookmark with it that says fell asleep here. I mean, and it looks like a funeral decoration, a funeral from a funeral parlor. Does it not? Does that say Merry Christmas to you? I don't think so. It says buried here. And she actually has her ugly handwriting writing something. She made a quick video and the page is not even facing you. So you can't even see what she's writing. They blur it out. Like here, try to figure out what I wrote here. What was the point of this? Is this to sell something, or is this just to obviously instigate and irritate people even more with her insanity? And look at these big ugly hands she has. She has the biggest man hands ever. And you can see it up close there. My goodness. And for those who are curious, I did blow it up here and turn it around, and it gets even creepier. She actually says Christmas in this, which is surprising. She writes in her handwriting here, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Another death symbology there, more as well as her bookmark fell asleep here. So a lot of falling asleep, good nights. And then she shows this notebook with a totally different handwriting in it. So I don't know if this is supposed to be Harry or this is someone else. Somebody who can sketch glasses here. So maybe this is one of her friends. I don't know. But it says, always remember you matter, you're important, and you are loved, and you bring to this world things no one else can. And it looks like it's supposed to be a horse with a little boy. and a fox. Not sure what to make of that one. And again, has her uh, fell asleep here bookmark there, black bookmark. And it looks like a black page. There's nothing showing up in the last. So she's got a black. I guess that's supposed to be a dramatic end or something. So fall asleep, death, death. Oh, there it is. Now it popped up. Wasn't showing for a second. So this is her grand finale, I guess, for her godmother's bookstore. It says godmother's on there on the notebook there. I guess godmother's is selling her jam and her fell asleep here with her crappy handwriting bookmark with her honey there. So that's the last page of her latest post. So a lot of falling asleep here and there and references to falling asleep with some jam. Not cookies, right? Cookies you could eat while you're reading a book, right? You could nibble on. No, she gives you honey. Like here, just pour this over your book and then use this bookmark. I mean, it makes absolutely no sense. But of course, it looks like that is the point. So just a couple of questions here. One, is she trying to poison us with this, or is she poisoning people? And you would think that, like I said, that she would sell cookies instead of, she sells cookie mix, but no cookies. And she puts a tray here with tea and honey. Like, what are you going to do with that? Like, here, she got to tell her house guests, here, have some tea and honey. Like, I guess you're supposed to pour it in the tea, but even so, where's the cookies? It's not going to waste of time. And this whole thing with you matter to a little boy here, or advice to the boy on the left hand side, it says this emphasis on someone else. This is a journal someone else wrote in, and uh, obviously not her. So the whole thing is just weird, like everything else she does. So number one, I'm gonna look at, why is she poisoning people any more than average anyhow? Because I'm sure it's poison no matter what way you look at whatever is in those jars. And two, it's not good for you. Sugar is like poison anyways, if that's what's actually in there, which I doubt. I'm sure it's probably something worse. And then I'll ask, what is she attempting to do with, that this blah satanic holiday attempt to appear like as if she's uh trying to look as if she celebrates Christmas. We all know she's a Satanist. So, anyways, is she poisoning people? Let's look at that. I can try to get a yes no here with my Lenormand deck here. See if we can get a yes no. Is Meghan she poisoning people with her stuff? Besides poisoning their minds with this psyop that she's doing, effing with everyone, pretending to be someone who knows how to prepare food. Let's see what we get here. Key. Answer to something, solution. Oh, there we go. The answer is death. It's all about death and dying. It's all those sleep references. Yeah. Star. We see spreading something out, the internet. She's putting out on the internet her message here, her key, uh, messages of death and dying. The moon, again, your fame, what you're known for, prominence in the media, house with the family, trying to align herself with the royal family as well, and always competing with them with the uh, jams or spreads. And is she trying to poison us, Ryder? Oh, I think Ryder is a positive. Yes. She is shipping out that poison. She's spreading death. Yes, she's spreading the poison out. That's her job. This is the messenger. The Rider is like the messenger, comes in, sends it out. She is the messenger of death, the arbiter of death. And also, I get an internet vibe, death of the internet vibe here as well. The way she's been using the children, and at the same time complaining that children are abused online, and wants to use that to censor people and bring in digital IDs, try to force people to, you know, have to get digital IDs, which is part of the New World Order solution. Digital currencies, China's Communist Party system. So she does want to kill the internet the way it stands now, and so obviously this is like a weapon. It's a as she's using it for, of course, for trying to for her own prominence here, trying to keep herself relevant constantly to compete with the royal family and trying to make herself and Harry, as everyone knows, besides trying to destroy the traditional royal family, trying to create her own royal family in the United States, which we've been saying for years, right? Which is why she's so attached to the idea of titles that don't exist in America and are not recognized here, but she keeps using them. Uh, Even though she's not in the UK, doesn't want to be in the UK, and everyone in the UK hates her, she except for her commie friends or pinko friends over there. But anyways, yeah, I do see, yes, that this is about uh, poisoning everyone, physically and mentally, for sure. I should also mention as well that Moon is also, besides fame and recognition, is about magic and spell work. So she is doing that as well with her products and what she's doing on the internet. So a lot of spell work and a lot of spreading death. I mean, I got the coffin, which is just death as a symbology, and pushing that out. So spell work, pushing out death messages, and just poisoning people. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Final answer. Or is Megan poisoning people? Absolutely. Look out. Don't eat her spread. And I think my second question was, is she poisoning people? The next one, I'm gonna pull out some cards here, throw some cards. Is I think I answered it already with, is she referring to death with the sleep? But I will toss some cards here and see. Is she referring to death? Oh, look at that. Look what just flipped over. Queen of Wands reversed. Yeah, she is just evil. She is just evil and greedy AF, trying to pretend that she's royalty, trying to make money with her garbage on the internet, wanting to appear as if she has some lifestyle that she doesn't. As a royal, she's not. And everything is an attack. This just flipped out. Everything is an attack, messing with people's minds just to get people riled up. And everything she puts up is either with her spell work or with her mockeries, you know, mocking Catherine, trying to pretend, doing it, trying to make money, always trying to nickel and dime people, buy my overpriced candles and spread, trying to make money off of people during a very difficult economic times, and yeah, boosting the sun, boosting her sun there. Remember, the sun god is also part of the pagan, that I went through with the video with her about Princess Diana, the goddess Diana. So bringing her son into it, obviously the message to a little boy, um, and there was a horse in it. There was a horse and a boy, right? So she could actually, with her spell work, be using a tarot card symbology there as well to try to get prominence because this would be, upright a card of success and using the idea of her son and a horse and trying to make it sound, trying to give herself some magic energy there of some sort. Again, with the moon, Diana, goddess Diana is the moon worship, and she's being the negative goddess Diana of the Hecate, and Hecate and the sun god Apollo, they're connected. Uh, so, yeah, I see that kind of vibe of her pagan witchery going on there with this as well. It's all very so why is she making why she's just being so satanic? She's being so satanic with this. It's just so ridiculous and a mockery, a satanic mockery. Um yeah, so you're alluding to death. Oh, look what just there you go. There you have it. I just said, is she alluding to death? Yes. She is basically saying go die. I think that is an excess of or secretively when it's reversed. Yeah. So that was when she's talking about go to sleep, good night. Here you fell asleep here. She's saying go die. This is, drink. She's saying, eat my spread and take my bookmark because you're gonna need it because you're gonna fall asleep. Because Megan is this is the assassin. This is the killer. This could be a hitman. Megan's like an assassin. She is the assassin with the spreads because this is the woman who's pretending that she's making jam from her garden or something. She's actually using these questionable contents of whatever she's selling to attack and murder people, uh, for sure, and trying to make some money off of it. Like here, before you die, and she's doing spell work for her own power with her son there and with her own pagan worshiping with the sun god and Diana Hecate. And she is, murdering, wanting to kill people and saying you're all dying. It's all part of the New World Order. Yes. Want you all dead, like Bill Gates said. Gonna lower the population, So yeah, there you have it. That's the message, and that's what the spell work is for. She wants more to die. So you're not dying fast enough. Megan's gonna wants to help speed things along. Wow. So evil. I mean, it looked like a funeral, right? It looked like the whole thing was like your funeral, is what she's saying. I mean, that's the whole symbology and a death to Christians, right? Because this is a Christian holiday that she's doing all of this spell work and uh, funeral looking imagery and falling asleep here. Yeah. So, one last question: is this a satanic mockery? Out of control. It's definitely an attack. So take that. Yeah, she's being satanic for sure. Her and Harry. I say the strength card is the Harry Meghan card, right? The Virgo and the Leo. Death to the royal family as well. You can see the Leo, the lion as the royal family. Yeah, this is satanic spell work for sure. Yeah, her and her group there, her satanic group. Yeah, absolutely. Everything she does is satanic. Well, and the pagan, is paganism, Satanism, the witch for sure. Yeah, there she comes up again. Yep, yep, yep. And especially overseas, the royal family. Definitely, she definitely wants the royal family dead. Yeah, destruction, death, destruction. And this is actually looked upon as a satanic card because the lightning of Satan. So yeah, this is a destructive and satanic, or the satanic paganist agenda she has for her, whatever you want to call whatever she is, demon that she is. So there you have it. Yeah, evil all over. A thing about walking death. That's Meghan Markle, Rachel Meghan Markle. So there you have it. So I hope you found this interesting. Thank you for watching. Take care and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.